Well, I'm Keith Cole with General Motors, and we're here today with our selection of hybrid vehicles, including the new Chevy Volt Concept. You asked about CAFE and the corporate average fuel economy rules and the proposed amendments to change those. We support a proposal called Kill Terry. It's a bill that would increase CAFE standards about 30 to 40% by 2022. It would require the regulating entity, NHTSA, to raise standards such that the combined fuel economy of all fleets reached a range of between 32 and 35 miles per gallon by 2022. One of the reasons we support that is that it really ties in well with our hopes for getting a vehicle like this into production. If we can get this into the market in the early part of the coming decade, the Hill-Terry bill gives us a period of time where these vehicles, as we get up the volume curve, could actually start moving our CAFE needle. Even if we have Prius-like success with this vehicle, it's going to take 5 or 6 years before that needle starts to move. It's just the harsh reality of CAFE math and new technology coming into the market. So with the Hill-Terry bill, if we get this in the early part of the next decade, we'll have about 10 years for us to ramp up production on this, really start making a difference in moving our CAFE needle. So if Hill-Terry passes, you'll see a big push to get a vehicle like this into the marketplace, because it really can make a difference in our overall fuel economy numbers.
Okay.
You've asked about the Markey bill as an alternative to Hill-Terry, and the challenge that poses is that the time frames of the Markey CAFE bill are so tight that even if we were to get this vehicle into production, it wouldn't move our CAFE needle in time to meet the Markey time frames. So our concern is that Markey's very expensive. It's probably would be the most expensive regulatory program ever enacted, and should fall disproportionately on the domestic automakers. And when you're in a situation like that, when you have a limited amount of cash and huge requirements to improve your fuel economy over a very short period of time, we can't afford in 2011, 2012, say, to be betting big on the Volt when we know that by 2017, 18, it won't make a difference on our CAFE numbers. So the downside of the Markey approach is that its time frames are so compressed that it doesn't give an opportunity for technology like this to make a difference on CAFE, and thus creates a disincentive for companies to invest in it, and a real barrier for investing in this as opposed to other less high risk but less high payoff